Welcome to Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. This is where ideas spark, connections grow, and collaborations fuse success. Tune in for inspiring stories, expert insights, and game-changing conversations. Let's build, connect, and thrive together. Remember, collaboration is the key to success.
Welcome to the Ready, Set, Collaborate podcast with Wanda Pearson and my guest, Susan Guthrie, that's going to give us some great health and wellness and all that good stuff with what she's doing these days. But I appreciate you coming, Susan. Say hi to the audience, Susan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me, Wanda. I appreciate all that you do. And I think this podcast is such a great way to help everybody get to know each other.
Yes, it's about education and empowering. That's what I want to do 2025, to really get things out there to educate people with my different guests. And what you have to offer, which is health and wellness, is so important. As I read your bio, it's really something how so many people don't know about a lot of things that's offered out there. And that's why I want to make sure I do my podcast. Susan, I can't believe it's been over a year in November. It's 1 year since I've been doing my podcast.
Wow. Congratulations. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah. That's what my husband said. We've been married 44 years. He said, yeah, time flies when you're having fun. I look and I said, okay.
I'm coming up on 42, and you're right.
42.
You know,
wow.
If you're married to your best friend, it flies by.
It does. And it's a blessing. I say it's all God's will as far as keeping us together, how he put us together. So
yes,
what a blessing. But welcome to the podcast. I truly appreciate you being on here. And I've been meaning to have you on since last year. So I said, I got to get Susan in my health and wellness series, it ends in March. So thank you again. I may have to extend this to health and wellness because I got so many people that I want the audience to hear about.
I think a lot of people definitely have some stories to share. And that's what we all need to do, is when we find something that's beneficial for others, share it, because unfortunately they don't make a lot of commercials about health and wellness products. It's the ones that have the litany of side effects at the end that get money to pay for Super Bowl ads and stuff.
It's funny because I was listening to that. He said, but this can cause death, and all this other stuff. I'm like, well, why would I want to take that?
I used to have a skin condition. It was psoriasis. And every once in a while, my husband said, have you tried that? I'm like, honey, look at the side effects: liver disease, liver damage, or possible death. No, I'd rather have itchy skin. Fortunately for me, cleaning up my diet and taking it, cleared up my skin, but without the side effects.
Yeah. No, it's crazy out here. So that's why sharing what you do as far as the healthy wellness is what it really was about. But I'm going to get into your bio. Let's talk about Susan's bio. Okay. Susan Guthrie Weaver. Did I do it now? Susan Weaver
Guthrie. Yeah, it's my maiden name. It's my daddy's name.
Susan Weaver Guthrie, a Florida native and University of Georgia graduate, has been passionate about health and wellness for over 25 years. Her journey began when her son, diagnosed with Tourette syndrome and ADD, leading her to explore natural health solutions. She now educates others on prevention through diet, nutrition, alkaline water, and an active lifestyle. In April 2024, Susan joined Neolife, a lifestyle membership that combines her love for health, travel, and savings. Following a double mastectomy in 2023, she prioritized high-quality supplements and wellness products, finding both affordability and innovative with Neolife. Thanks to its travel porter, she and her family have saved thousands of trips, including an upcoming European cruise. Ooh. A devoted wife, mother, and grandmother, Susan enjoys spending time with her loved ones, traveling, and line dancing with her daughter. She is committed to helping others achieve a healthier and more fulfilling life through Neolife's offerings in health, travel, education, and retail. So, what a great bio, Susan. So thank you so much for sharing that. And also what you went through and how you just still smiled. You never don't see a smile on Susan's face. I network with her. They call me the networking queen, but this is the double networking queen.
Yeah, I do enjoy getting out and meeting people and learning about them and how I can help others. So yeah, I jokingly say, you know what, it's pretty cool. I get paid to eat and talk. So I just came back from a networking brunch, and then tomorrow we'll have a networking lunch, and then we also have our networking dinners. So yes, life is good.
Yes, it is. And I will be at that networking lunch tomorrow.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
Marietta Country Club never disappoints.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. And that's the problem though. Sometimes you eat so much, it's okay, I gotta lose weight. So this is where you gotta find ways like Susan can help you to do that, get nutrition. So let's start in some of these questions I got for you.
Okay.
So can you share your journey into the health and wellness space and what inspired you to get involved?
So, as I said in my bio, whenever my son was little, he was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, OCD, ADHD. And because of that, my health also suffered because I spent all my time focusing on how I could help this little boy have a normal life. And so one day he was taking I was giving him his 12 prescription pills and I was taking my supplements, and I accidentally got them confused and threw his in my mouth and ended up in the bed for 24 hours. And I realized this little 70-pound little boy should not be taking all that stuff. All it did was sedate him. And so a friend in my neighborhood knew that I had chronic headaches. The tension from taking care of a child that has these disabilities, it was nonstop. And so I was always tense. I always had a headache. And a friend of mine told me about this, crazy enough, this, magnet necklace. And I thought she'd lost her marbles. But anyway, I thought I'll give it a try. And I realized a couple of days later that whenever I turned my head, instead of having to turn my whole body to see what was coming when I was driving, I could actually move my head. And I thought, that is really cool. So that company's called Nikan. I've been involved in a representative for them for, oh goodness, about 25 years. And so that was my first introduction, was a magnet necklace and magnetic shoe insoles. I had plantar fasciitis, and the shoe insoles made that go away. And so then I found things that would help my son, a magnetic sleep system. He never slept, just thrashed in the bed at night. Put him on the sleep system, and within a few minutes he was asleep. And so that's when I said, there's a lot of moms out there that are struggling, their own physical problems, caregiving for others. And so I started telling other people about it. And then later the same company got the alkaline water machine. I actually was trying to lose weight, hired a personal trainer back in 2001 on my birthday, August 21st, and ended up in Kennestone Hospital on kidney dialysis. I was there for 9 days with no improvement. They told my family to get my affairs and orders. I literally nearly died trying to lose 50 pounds. It's called rhabdomyolysis, and there's a protein level in your blood called a CPK level, and normal is less than 50, and mine was 77,000. And yeah, for 9 days, nothing by mouth because of the nausea. I had did lose 28 pounds in 9 days
Not a
on
good way though.
dialysis. My friend who had originally introduced me to Nikan brought me this new water, and it was a pitcher of water and a far infrared blanket. The blanket got rid of the nausea within about an hour. Weirdest thing ever. And then I started drinking the water, and they didn't tell me I was only allowed 2 cups a day being on dialysis. So I drank the whole thing, a whole pitcher of alkaline water. And the next day, the nephrologist asked, tell me about that magic water and blankie, because that's the first day I improved. So the moment I started those two things, I never did dialysis again. I never threw up again. And I went home a couple of days later from the hospital. That's really when I said, okay, I need to tell everybody about this. Over the years, as I would find things that were beneficial for my family, I did all good moms would do. I told people. So Nikan was my first introduction to health and wellness, and it had nothing to do with my degree at the University of Georgia in horticulture. So I'm not a nutritionist. Certainly don't have a nursing degree or anything. I call it the school of mom knocks instead of hard knocks. Just being a mom and trying to find things to help my family.
That's an awesome story as far as what you're doing. And I know Nikan, definitely does help a lot. And it's
Yeah.
also by you using natural stuff that you can actually utilize to help your
Yes,
body.
there's no side effects. This is a pretty necklace. And of course, the first one 25 years ago is long since gone, but I wear it 24/7. The only time I take this off is if I go in the ocean, because I think salt water might fit and take the finish off, but it's magnets that they figured out and magnets just relax muscles and move fluids around. So most of the time, headaches are caused by constricted blood vessels because you're so tight and tense. The
Wow.
magnets will relax the neck and shoulder areas and your head and give the blood flow. And then people think I'm crazy when I say I have not had a headache in 25 years, and I used to have them daily.
Wow. So this the necklace that you're wearing, I have to introduce that
They
to a
come in
friend of
several
mine.
different styles too. And they have
Oh, I
a
see.
black rope necklace. My grandson, who's 7, and he also has, I call it alphabet soup, Tourette's and OCD and ADHD. He's got all of that. So he wears the little black rope one. It looks like an athletic kind of sports necklace. And
Okay.
it's funny that after I gave it to him, he told his teacher that he felt like it made him more calm, and she agreed. It just
Wow.
helps to balance. The earth is a big magnet, and this just helps us to balance.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love that story as far as what you're telling and how it actually worked for you. So,
Thank you.
um, how can busy professionals and entrepreneurs prioritize their health despite their demanding schedules? And I know you, Susan, how you out there. How?
Okay, well, I say schedule it. Find things
Yeah.
that are just second nature to you. Instead of drinking a soda, drink alkaline water. And for every soda you drink, you need 14 glasses of water to raise the effects of one soda. A soda has a pH of 2.8. And don't even get me started on if it's a diet soda. Diet sodas are the aspartame or sucralose or whatever in there is an excitotoxin. It's going to mess with your brain chemistry, causes just so much problems. But just as far as your overall health, the pH of 2.8, you need 14 glasses of good water to erase the effects of that, because your blood needs to be at a 7.34 to work optimally. So think of it this way. If you drink soda and coffee and tea, which are all acidic, all day long, and you don't put any water in there, your brain's 90% water, think of what you're putting in there. But your body, especially once you hit menopause, you have been stealing calcium from your bones to buffer that pH so you could live all these years. And then all of a sudden you hit menopause and you go and step off a curb and you break your leg. It's like, how could that be? Because you've made those strong, healthy bones very brittle by having an acidic diet. First thing, drink lots of water, get off the sodas. If you're doing
That's
coffee, do 2 cups by 2. Don't be drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night and expect to get a good night's sleep. Other things, wearable things. If your knee's hurting you, instead of taking pain pills, use some curcumin, put a infrared wrap on it, or do some physical therapy. Find natural things that are easy to do and fit in your busy lifestyle. And then as far as supplements, I put all mine together in a one pill keeper. I'll grab one.
mhm. And that's what we're going to talk about next.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, as far as making it easy, don't be opening one pill and then the other and the other. Put it all in one pill keeper and save it like that, because if it takes too long, you're not going to do it. So keep it simple.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that we're going to transition right into Neolife because I want to
Okay.
ask you, what is Neolife and what inspired its creation?
Oh, okay. As you mentioned in my bio, this is hard. It was 2 years ago. Gosh, Saturday.
Mhm.
No, Sunday, the 9th. I actually celebrated my 2-year anniversary of my mastectomy at
Oh,
Universal Studio.
awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, doing fun stuff. Um, but after being in health and wellness for 25 years,
Mhm.
I was diagnosed with a big C also. My younger sister was diagnosed with breast cancer at 45
Mhm.
and died at 49. Anyway, I was more than disappointed when this happened, but I didn't let it beat me up. I decided I'm going to do everything I can to minimize the damage and move forward. For about 6, 8 months, first of all, what I had, and I'll briefly tell you, invasive lobular carcinoma, it is not a hard lump. It is soft and squishy. It had been missed for 19 years with mammograms. It was thermographic imaging that finally caught it, said, seek another mammogram. And when I went for the mammogram, they said, oh, you just have dense breast, you're fine. That was in 2021. So I went back 2022. The radiologist looked at the same report. I took him the year before. He said, this is curious. I don't know what this is, but get a biopsy for peace of mind. The biopsy revealed invasive lobular carcinoma. We went back and looked at that mammogram from 2021. It said what I had pointed out had been something had been that spot since 2004, 19 years. Probably
Wow.
benign. It was not. Fast forward, had the double mastectomy, and at that point I was 64, and I'm just going to retire. Health and wellness has been my passion, but I'm very blessed that I don't have to work. I work because I love helping people and I love contributing to my family. Then I found out about Neolife in April of last year. And what I love about it is the fact that we have everyday products that I was already taking at up to 60% off, like things like curcumin. I take a lot of curcumin because it's a natural anti-inflammatory. Whereas what I may have been paying $20 or $30 a bottle, that's $12.99. Something else I was doing with the vitamin B12. I was just doing capsules. I didn't realize that it was more bioavailable in a spray. This is $13 instead of $30. What I figured out is they have all these amazing products at discounts. I'll save so much money on my supplements that I can then use them in the Neolife travel portal and travel. This one product here is called Stellamar. This has got telomere support. I was taking that before at $100 a bottle. Stem cell support, I was taking before at about $80 a bottle, and something called ARE, antioxidant response element, that was about $69 a bottle. This one thing altogether is $79. So for one item, I was saving $200. So when you add it all up, it made sense to me. And then when like all moms, I started using the products and seeing such profound benefits for me and my family, even our dog. I said, okay, I'm going to tell everybody about this because every mom I know wants to save money. They want their family to have the best health possible. And who doesn't want to travel, especially at a discount? I was gifted a trip to Alaska. I'd been asking for it for probably 40 years. But on our 40th anniversary, my husband gave me an IOU. I was undergoing radiation at the time, so I couldn't go then, for the next year to go to Alaska. And then whenever I contacted my friends who were travel agents, and I said, okay, I want a land cruise package for 2 balcony view. And the price was about $4,000 a person. And I'm like, with all I was spending on my health, I said, we can't do that. And then the first night that they turned on the Neolife website, I looked, and exactly what I wanted was $1,650 a person. I showed it to my husband. He said, yes, let's go. My favorite part of the trip, we went, and he does not like to fly. I rented a 10-seater plane, and the two of us went to the top of Mount Denali and landed on a glacier. Most amazing thing I think I've ever done in my life. I went scuba diving at the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, but it wasn't with my husband. So that's got to be a close second. So yeah, I love to save money on nutrition, on travel, and I like to help other people do the same thing.
You definitely are. And I'm so glad you were able to share your journey and what you went through and also to find a product because I actually take your products. I take the Stellamar, the B12, and the gummies. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the
all of
melts.
that
Yeah.
is great because I had a issue. I have an issue. I have a high blood pressure. I have this in my high cholesterol. That's in my gene. Unfortunately, I got that from my parents. But when I started taking the Stellamar, I went to the doctor and my cholesterol has been the lowest that it ever been. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Between that and then other things I'm taking. But no, I truly appreciate you sharing that with us. And by you sharing what you're doing and to see how you're doing it and also to be how active you are in the community to keep sharing your products there. Thank you so much. Now,
Well,
we're going to have you on again because I mean, the time is flying by, but I want to get to
okay.
Neolife focuses on cellular health and energy. I think you spoke about that. Can you break down,
Mhm.
you broke down the products to help people feel
Right.
more energized and balanced. So real short, what can you say about that?
I think for the cellular health, two things come to mind. This is one of my favorite products. This is called Black MP. My functional medicine doctor put me on a fulvic and humic mineral product when I was diagnosed to help detox my body, help with the cellular part of it. This has got like 13 probiotics. It's got trace minerals plus the humic and fulvic acid. And this is $24 from us. And I was paying, I think, around $69 for the other one. The other one for cellular communication, 100%, the Stellamar. That's one of the things that it does. And I have a friend that she does brain mapping, and she said that she had hers done herself first, and then she added the Stellamar and then also the lion's mane gummies. This is another one that helps with your cellular communication with your brain. Lion's mane's great. If you just Google lion's mane, and we have it in gummy form, so those little kids with ADHD will actually take it. Those are all great products for getting your cells to communicate and do what it's supposed to do. We have over 100 products, but I can rank all my favorites.
No, and I'm on pretty much all of those. Yeah, no, Susan, she definitely can put you on the right track as far as all the different things that she's done. I definitely suggest that you reach out to Susan. Let's wind it down because I want you to talk about what you got planned in the future here.
Oh, okay. So
Are
go ahead.
No, and actually I'm going to get, so are there any new or upcoming products or initiatives from Neolife that our listeners should be excited about?
Yes, actually, there are. So just this past weekend, we released two new products. We had our inaugural founder celebration, and one is called LFT, and it is a product to help you with energy, like a pre-workout type thing. And then we have the ability for people to coach us with that as well, because so often when we start a program, if you're not accountable to anybody, it's real easy to just kick the can and say, oh, I'll do that later. I'll work out later or whatever. Those two things are really exciting. But I think the thing I'm most excited about, the gentleman who formulated the Stellamar, this particular product, he actually has formulated a weight loss program that is going to help be the answer to all of those people who are taking the shot and either don't want to take it anymore, or they feel like they're not getting the nutrition that they need because they're eating next to nothing. It is 100% natural. I'm going to be part of a clinical trial. Everyone who came to our event had the option to do that. It's about a healthy way to release weight. So there's nutrient dense shakes, chocolate and vanilla. And then we have two other products. One will help with your thermogenesis to help you burn the calories. And the other one will help your body produce the hormone, like the GLP-1 hormone, where you feel like you're full. Now, I don't know if y'all know about this shot, the Ozempic and Wegovy and the different things. And I'm not saying anything negative about them, but just Google the side effects. They're pretty scary. But basically what they do is they slow down the digestion so that food stays in your stomach longer, in your intestine longer, and your stomach brain sends the message to your regular brain and tells you that you're full. I take issue with that because you need to eliminate regularly, because I feel like that one of the possible side effects down the road, I mean, it hadn't been out long enough to have this happen, is possibly more stomach cancer, more intestinal cancer. I know some of the side effects have been nonstop nausea, nonstop vomiting, and even stomach paralysis. One of my friend's coworkers' stomach is paralyzed, and now she has to go to the doctor each week to eliminate.
Oh,
That's not
wow.
natural. So I'm going to be the incredible shrinking woman. My goal is probably and I'll get started on it next Monday. And I was like, my husband's birthday party is this weekend, and I have a photographer coming. I said, too bad this couldn't have started a month ago, because now I'm
I
going to be
know.
all puffy for the party.
That's awesome. Well,
But
keep me updated about that because I really would
I
like to
will.
hear
I
about
will.
that.
Yeah, it's
That's
not available to the public just yet. We'll get the study out first, with the before and after weights and everything. Maybe in a month or so, it'll be available to the public.
okay. That's awesome. Real quick, I just want to narrow it down. Can you share a few success stories of individuals who's transformed their health using Neolife product?
Oh, goodness. There's so many. I think two that come to mind that kind of really was a surprise. Our dog, Rain, I have a love-hate relationship with her. It's really my daughter's dog. She had been scratching over her eyes. It looked like she was just really red. The hair was messed up and everything, falling out. I suggested we get the Black MP, which is the pet version. Let me get this right here. And the Black is tremendous for so many different things with dogs, with humans, everything from pain to anxiety to irritation to skin issues, whatever. So we gave that to her. I think it would help her skin. Absolutely did. Helped her mobility. But the thing we didn't notice right away is she had a growth on her tail, probably about the size of my thumb.
Mhm.
And anyway, the doctor said, oh, it's nothing. It's not going to bother her. Anyway, my daughter looked the other day and she said, oh my gosh, that thing has shrunk to the size of a wart, and then it eventually fell off. And the only thing we had done differently is given her the Black MP.
Wow.
That's our dog testimony. And I've seen other people, their dogs were so crippled with arthritis, they started taking it, and then just in no time, we're back running around like puppies. But the next one is a gentleman who was undergoing chemo. And every time he would go to get chemo, he would get so nauseous. He would then get so dehydrated, he would have to go to the ER every single time, wait in that long line ER to get infusions to rehydrate him. And he started using the Black MP, and he never had to do that again. His wife said
Wow.
that's huge. Now, did it cure his cancer? No, but it kept him out of the ER. He didn't have the nausea after his chemo, and it kept his hydration levels up. So the black and pea, it changes the pH of whatever you're drinking to a 10. So that's good. But I will say the guy that formulated it, he's a former NFL football player. So it's endorsed by the NFL Alumni Association. But so he formulated it really for his wife who had late stage liver, she had hepatitis and late stage liver cancer. And that was many years ago. And he's still alive and kicking, was she.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't know what else they did. I just know that this played a big part of it.
That's
Like I said,
awesome.
if somebody wanted to sit down and talk to me, I could tell you lots of testimonials, but that's probably the two that warms my heart so much. The first one, the dog, I didn't make a dime on. The other one, I made $5 whole.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
that,
okay. Different products are different prices and different amounts. And I'm thrilled that I can sell somebody something for $25 that can change their life like that.
exactly. And that's what I wanted to, and that was my next question, how they can get in touch with you. Yeah. How can people learn more? And you really shared a lot, and I really appreciate that. More about Neolife and incorporate it into their wellness journey. So tell us
Absolutely.
how we can get in touch with you.
Okay, so my main website is wellnessnetwork.biz. And when you go there, you can click on, like I said, I've been with Nikin forever. You can click on Nikin, you can click on Neolife and learn more about the different things. But to see the products and the retail pricing, go to lifeconverted.com, www.lifeconverted.com. You're going to see most all of our products in our life shop. You're not going to see the travel or the cruises, the car rentals and stuff, but you will see the products in the life shop, and you're going to see the retail price. So don't be alarmed by that. Just know you can click and see the ingredients, any kind of studies behind it or anything. So you can look at it there. And then if you want to be a life shopper and save those incredible amounts, it's $10 a month to be a life shopper. And then if you wanted to be a full lifestyle member, and I can tell you a lot more about that, but that's full benefits, that's $59 a month. And if you want to do like me and be an affiliate, brace yourself. It's a whole $40. $20 goes to the company and $20 goes to any nonprofit that you want. So if you love helping people, you might want to be an affiliate like me. So that's how you get in touch. And then if you want to just follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, Wellness in Action. And let's see, where else am I? You can look up Susan Weaver Guthrie too, but you're going to probably see a whole lot more pictures of me and my grandkids on my regular social media.
This is awesome. I appreciate it, Susan. What a way to end the series for March. And I really thank you for being on the podcast. But yeah, definitely send me all of your contacts so it can be in the show notes.
I will do that. And if I mentioned before line dancing, if anybody would like to go line dancing with us, if you go to Girls Time Out Club, that's something that several of my friends and I put together. And every month we do different fun things. Every week we go line dancing someplace. But on top of that, we go to see plays. We went to see Menopause the musical. We went to the comedy show, Laugh Lines and Stretch Marks. This month we're going to lunch at Appalachian Grill and then up to the Booth Museum. We're going to go to, there's a grand opening for a movie that was produced here in Ackworth. That's on the 27th. So we're going to put on ball gowns, go to dinner and go to the movie. So if you want to just get out of the house and have fun, it's not business related at all. It's called Girls Time Out Club. I'd love for y'all to come join us. I like
That's
guys
right.
too. It's just, I never invite them to anything.
I know. I tell you, I love it. And they could actually get that's on Facebook too, right? You can
Yes,
join
Girls
that.
Time Out Club is on Facebook. We don't have a website. Just
Okay.
join the club.
And remember, this is actually nationwide. So this is in Georgia.
Okay. Yeah.
It's in Georgia.
Yes, you can start your own Girls Time Out Club.
Yeah, just connect with Susan because she can tell you exactly what you need to do.
We can have charter members all around the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Susan, thank you so much for being on the podcast. This is very informative and great information, education, and how you empower people to be able to get their bodies, to get wellness in their
Yeah.
bodies because you went through trauma.
I've
and
had some,
you
I've had some
survived it.
strange things go on.
Yeah.
And my daddy used to tell me all the time, if it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. So I'm like, I might be the bionic woman right now.
You are the body woman. You're
Yeah.
using the right product.
Yeah, after my brother died, he died unexpectedly. A car fell on him when he was working on it when he was 46 years old. I think we all know people that just were gone in an instant. It's like I've had a wake up call. Once you had the big C, I don't plan to ever go back there again. So I do everything I can to make sure that stays away. But I also want to feel every day to the fullest. So I don't look back and think, woulda, shoulda, coulda,
Yeah.
I'm doing what's fun. My house might be a mess, but I'm outside having fun.
That's right. And that's what it's all about. Life is too short. So thank you,
Absolutely.
Susan. I truly appreciate you being on here. Ladies and gentlemen, please make
Mhm.
sure you like, share, and follow, and also subscribe on my YouTube channel, Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. Until next time, to the next episode, we'll see you next time. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That wraps up another episode of Ready, Set, Collaborate with Wanda Pearson. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to help you build meaningful connections and successful collaborations. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more great discussions. Until next time, keep collaborating and making an impact.